Welcome! This is Gasteria bicolor, variety liliputana, which means tiny, which means small. There must be a Gasteria bicolor, just regular variety with larger leaves, with larger body, but I don't have it. I have just this one. It is in bloom, and it is not maybe the best moment to make a video about it, but I am quite impatient and I decided to do it right now. It has 3 big flowering spikes, and this one is already gone. These 2, 1 and 2, will be in bloom maybe next week, quite soon. Well, actually this one has flowers that are already open, here 2 of them, because how it is blooming, it blooms from the bottom, so bottom flowers open, and then as time goes by the flowers along the stem going to the tip of the stem from the bottom are opening. But there are plenty of flowering spikes here just emerging. Look here, there is one here and here and here, and if we go around there certainly are some more. Here is one emerging, and I have a feeling there will be more of them. You see these ones. This plant has been with me for 3 seasons now. This is the 3rd, and when I bought it, it was in a very disastrous shape. The leaves were half dry, and it was in a very tiny pot, and then it started overflowing the pot. So last summer I planted it into this pot, which is quite nice for this plant because it's wide and not very deep, and the plant that was overflowing the tiny pot starts to get larger and starts to fill up this pot, and I hope by the end of summer it will cover the entire pot. Gasteria is another example of a leaf succulent from Africa. They store water in the leaves, and they are quite resistant to drought. They are quite resistant to lack of water, but they are not as advanced in resisting drought as cacti, for example. They do need to be watered regularly. By regularly I mean once a week during summertime, but the once a week watering should soak the entire pot, should make the entire pot completely wet. And then once the soil is dry, which will be probably within a week, to water it again. In the winter they require less water. I keep this plant in an unheated room, in a spare bedroom where there is no heating turned on. So if the day is sunny and if the room is quite warm, then the watering should occur a little bit more often. And if it's cold, if there is no sun and the temperature in the room drops, then the water doesn't evaporate that quickly. So the watering might be performed less often, but the soil cannot be left dry for a long time. So about once every 2 weeks in the winter, and about once every week in the summertime. The beauty of this Gasteria is that it is a very decorative plant, very nice plant. The flowers are not necessarily showy, the flowers are not necessarily the main attraction of this plant, although they do look nice when the flowering spikes are growing in every direction. But the leaves and the fact that they are so dense, and their color and their shape and the way they grow, it looks really nice. I really like this plant. And I hope you can see how beautiful it is as well. I hope that the fact that you can only see the image of this plant on the computer screen doesn't prevent you from seeing how beautiful it is. Thank you very much for watching my video about Gasteria bicolor liliputana. Have an amazing day.